Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Whoa, glorified! ATVs is Psychic Bible. Lamb Chopper here. We are just chanting Hare Krishna, you know. I used to know a lot of Hare Krishnas years ago, and I just love Hare Krishna mantras and chanting. Anyways, I was reading the Bhagavad Gita recently, and I was like, I haven't chanted Hare Krishna in a long time. And a wonderful thing, that mantra can be chanted to any tune, So, anyways, we're going to talk more about that on Wednesday. You want to be here. We're going to talk about the mystical god Krishna. And I'd love to have you guys here as we talk about that on Wicked Wednesday. You going to be there, Lamb Chop? All right, very good. Well, oh, golly, gee, look, Lance, there's a lot of people here. There's Baroness Cola Bobs. Yay, big shout out to Baroness. She's our moderator. What's that mean? She got the blue wrench. Y'all want to give donations or have any problems, just ask Baroness Cola Bobs. She's going to help you out. If anybody comes in chat to make problems and you see it, notify her right away. She'll probably be on it before you will, but just in case, let her know, because we're going to check them out. We had some nasty people show up the other day, and well, we know who they are and what they're about, but we're not having that at this channel. I am so glad you're here. Lamb Chop's here. Oh my gosh, look, there's Denise Diaz here. Yay! Oh my gosh, you all's here. Wow, let's see, Lamb Chop. We got a lot of people coming in here. There's Denise D. There's Baroness Cole Bobs. There's Amanda S. is here. Yay! Lady Jane of the Earl Grey Tea Tribe is here. Isn't that wonderful? Oh my gosh. There's Alicia Faye is here. There's Josh Curtis is here. College, we got everybody here. Well, welcome, guys. Welcome to our show tonight. I am Bob Hickman, also known as Psychic Bob here on YouTube and on television. And I am so glad you're here, And, today it's Monday. We're going to talk about astrology, aren't we, Lamb Chop? Yeah. Well, Lamb Chop, do you want to go over there and sit down so I can talk to everybody? Okay. All right. Here, jump down. Oh, okay. Yeah, he wants to drink some tea. Lady Jane of the Earl Grey Tea Tab. Look what I got. Got my big cup of Earl Grey here. That's good, isn't it, Lamb Chop? Yum, yum. All right, you got your tea? You're all good. I got my tea. We are rolling through it, aren't we? All right, listen, why don't you jump down there? Listen, the sun is setting. You might see some stars come out. And if you see something in the skies we missed tonight, you make sure to come tell us, okay? All right, so go watch the stars. There you go. Good old Lamb Chop. I'm telling you, what would we do without him, huh? Well, Psychic Bob is so glad you're here, and Lamb Chop's excited. I'm glad all y'all are here. Hey, there's my buddy Robin Boston. Hello, hello. Good to see all of you. Yay. Well, I tell you, today was my day off. But Baroness Cola Bobs and I ended up having a really long day. I had to go do business stuff, like pay some bills, go to the bank, all that stuff. Just end up running around. Ended up going out to lunch. Oh, guess where I went to lunch today? Tippy Tacos. That's right. You guys know that. Some of you have been with the channel a while. I love Tippy Tacos. I went there. I had such a good time. Oh, I ate me 2 enchiladas and then half of a taco. I was so full after that. I couldn't eat the tacos, but I tried. Oh, it was so good. And some rice and beans. Oh, it was a big lunch. I couldn't get through it, but it was fun. I'm not being endorsed by Tippy Tacos, but I really love them. Oh my gosh. And this afternoon I had tea at Bob and Edith's Diner. It's a local diner here in the Washington, D.C. area. And I was reading the history about the diner. It started in 1969. So I didn't know that it was that old. But anyways, yeah, so it's been a kind of a mixture of business today and relaxation. But I am glad to be with you and talking about astrology. Today is Astrology Monday. We got any new people in the house? First time here? If you're in the chat or new, let us know. We'd love to hear from you. Welcome to our channel. And if you're watching this and you say, who is this crazy guy? Just hit subscribe. You'll get to know me. We'd love to have you be part of our channel. This weekend, I tell you, was a good weekend. On Saturday, we had our psychic development class. That was so much fun. And a lot of you came and said it was really good. We had a bunch of new people who'd never been there, and they loved it. Listen, if you're interested in psychic development class, why don't you come join us? We're having a really great class this upcoming Saturday, and it's going to be on how to talk with angels, how to communicate with the angelic realm. If you've been wondering how to connect with angels, or if you even have a guardian angel or a special angel's help, how to get help from the angels, you want to join our class because we're going to focus on how to receive messages from angels. So I would love to see you there on Saturday. What you do is go to my website, PsychicBob.com, and register. It's only $30 for the class. It's a private class held on Zoom. We meet every Saturday for psychic development. We have different topics, but this week it's going to be about how to communicate with your angel guides. So if you're interested in that, come out and join us, okay? Love to have you there, Oh my gosh. There's Denise T. She says, I'm new here, Bob. Oh, you just trying to sneak one in on me. I know you're not new, but I am glad you're here. Thank you so much. There's Damien Devine. Hey, Damien, good to see you again. Welcome. Yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm excited about the angels class. Lady Jane of the Earl Grey Tea Tribe is going to be there. Thank you, Lady Jane, for your kind support. There's a therapist is here. I'm so glad you guys are with us. Well, as you know, we're going to look at today's astrology. So, by the way, I always forget. So let me say this right now at the beginning. This forecast, everything in this video, covers the time period of Monday, August the 15th, through Sunday, August the 21st. So the 15th through the 21st of August, Monday through Sunday. All right, people say, why you start on a Monday? Doesn't the week start on Sunday? In Psychic Bob's world, the week starts on Monday. I think of Sunday as the end of the week. That's just how I view it. So I figure most people are starting out their work week on Monday. And this is a day to get a little psyche up. So we start fresh on a new week with new horoscopes, okay? Anyways, before we get into the zodiac signs, by the way, we're today, for those of you who are new here, we're just going to cover some of the major transits that are kicking off the week. And then I'm going to give individual horoscopes for every zodiac sign. All 12 zodiac signs are going to get a reading today. By the way, I thought I'd share how you like my shirt I'm wearing. Check this out. This is my astrology shirt. It's a star map, and it's all the constellations in the sky. And the little star, the patterns, like there's Aquarius, and there's a whole bunch of different ones. There's Cancer right there, Cancer the Crab. And anyways, it's all the zodiac signs. It's printed all over on both sides. Isn't that cool? So I thought you'd like to see that. I have to tell you, do you know the other night I was wearing this shirt, or last week I was wearing, and I flipped off the light and all the stars glow. I didn't know this. This shirt is made to glow in the dark. So it's got all the constellations. It freaked me out because I flipped off a light. I was on my way somewhere and I was in the dark. And I was like, the shirt was glowing. I was like, what the heck? As it glows. And today I'm wearing my silver Aquarius pendant. Because a lot of you know that Psychic Bob's an Aquarius. So, there's an old saying in Wicca that if you wear your astrology sign, it brings you blessings and good luck. So, if you need a little magical power in your life, you should probably explore getting a zodiac pendant because it'll give you the power of the stars. I don't know if I can't really, I've got a lot of glare here. So there it is. You can see a little bit. It's Lord Neptune with holding his scepter in the water and pouring water, and it's got the glyph. Unfortunately, I can't show you very clear here, but it's done in sterling silver. Isn't that cool? So I've got my Zodiac shirt on and my Zodiac Aquarius pendant on. And Psychic Bob is all zoned into the stars. I'm so glad you're here. Well, what is going on in the stars, huh? You guys wondering? Huh? Everybody with me here? Well, I can't see the chat. Thank you so much. Denise D says, I'm a Pisces. We're always last. LOL. I know, Denise, but I have to go with the old tradition of going through the wheel. Thank you for your patience. Lady Jane of the Earl Grey Tea Time says, great shirt. Love that one. Love it. Thank you so much. The therapist says, that sure is cool. Does it glow? Yes, it does glow in the dark. Isn't that amazing? So like all the zodiac signs glow. It's really kind of cool. I didn't know it when I bought it. Anyway, so I love that. Lady Jane said she had a shirt like this. Oh, how cool is that? I love that. Lady Jane is a fellow astrologer. She loves to spin around the wheel and look at all the stuff. You know, Lady Jane of the Earl Grey Tea Tribe comes from the old school, like Psychic Bob. She remembers when we used to hand cast astrology charts. In the old days, we didn't have computers. We hand charted it. We would get a big book called an ephemeris, and it would give us the alignments of the planets on that whatever day we wanted. So if you were setting up today's astrology, you would create a chart. You would actually take a compass and hand do a circle, and you would divide it into 12 equal segments of 12 degrees each. Why 12? People say, well, 12 times 3 is 360. Okay. So there's 12 sections of 30, sections of 30 degrees each. Yeah. 12 segments of 30. So you measure 30 degrees with your compass. And that's how you'd start making charts. And then it would tell you where to place the planets. Long time ago. I haven't done a handmade chart in years, probably close to 40 years. And I might get back to doing that. That might be fun. Maybe I'll do a whole video on how to hand do an astrology chart. I bet you guys have never seen that, or at least most of you, you know. Well, I'm so glad you're here. Denise says, Pisces are a bit of all the astrological signs. They definitely have an intuition that tunes them in. That is for sure. Baroness Coldbob's just corrected my mess. She says 12 times 3 is 36. Okay, I meant 12 times 30. 360. There's in our big zodiac where there's 360 degrees. So each segment, see, like from here to here, is 30 degrees into 12 segments of 30 degrees. All right, I don't know math. Anyways, I'm glad we got computers nowadays. All right, so what is going on? Let's take a look at all this, shall we? All right, so now let me just say this. Now, I want to say this before I get into this. I always forget to say this. I'm going to give you some things today that could be a little challenging. And when I give you some negative stuff, some negative challenging stuff in the star signs, don't panic. I am not one of these astrologers that is a fatalist. I don't say, oh, it's just how it is. We can't deal with it. I believe when we see challenging aspects in the zodiac, that's to prepare us how the energies are going to flow so we know how to get around it, get through it, or get over it, so it doesn't tackle us. All right. So we are starting off. I got to be honest. We're going to start off this week. We got some kind of challenging aspects going on. And boy, Baroness Coldbob's and I both know about this today. All right, so what do we got going on? Now, don't panic. We'll talk about this. We've got 3 major solar transits today that are pretty negative. All right. The sun is the great illuminator of the zodiac, and it gives power and life to everything. So whatever the sun is doing, it has a major influence on the zodiac charts. All right. So like when you talk about your sign, like for example, Denise D says she's a Pisces, right? Well, Pisces, that's your sun sign. That means you're where the sun is at the time of your birth. That's what our zodiacs is. They're actually based on the sun, the solar position. So whenever the sun shows up in a chart, it's major significance. Okay. So today we got 3 major solar transits. We've got the sun square, I'm sorry, I can't read my notes here. Sun square Mars, sun in opposition to Saturn, and sun square Uranus. These are all kind of intense and kind of ominous. Sun square Mars means that people's emotions are going to be out of control. It can mean a few things. It means people are oversensitive. They're argumentative. Okay. It can also mean that you just feel no motivation to change anything. So you might, like, for example, go to a restaurant and want to place an order, and nobody bothers to wait on you because they just can't be bothered. Or they burn your food and you just say, oh, could I have the chef fix this? And they start screaming at you, get out of our restaurant. Sun square Mars can bring that sort of energy in, okay? So today I'm going to tell all y'all, try to stay away from crowd situations or anything could be volatile. Don't go to political protests. Sun square Mars means there are going to be fights everywhere and people just out of control. We also have our sun in opposition to Saturn. This is another transit today. Sun in opposition to Saturn means everything gets blocked up. It's like no matter what you try to do, nothing goes. Saturn, I always call that the brakes of the zodiac. Saturn can release or it can stop. And in this aspect, it's a negative aspect. It's being stopped. Sun opposition to Saturn means all your big plans get put on hold. Okay? Just how it is. So be patient with the day. You know, I had Sun opposition to Saturn today when I went to the bank because I was expecting to be there for like 5 minutes. I ended up being there over an hour at the bank. So that Sun opposition Saturn just like was everything in the slow motion today. All right, so today you're going to just have to be patient. I wouldn't get involved in stuff that's already complex. Keep everything simple. Then we've got our Sun square Uranus. And this means radical extreme behavior may break out wherever you are. This could be, just people freaking out on you on the road, like road rage. You're just driving along and somebody runs a stop sign, almost kills you, and then jumps out of the car and screams at you. Oh, Sun square Uranus is not a good alignment. It just means that people are out of control. They're going to be hostile, aggressive, radical. So be careful today. Everybody just chill out, stay calm. If you can stay at home and just have a quiet night, I'm telling you it'll be better. That's what I'm doing. I'm staying in and Netflixing and chilling. All right, because all these alignments have me a little concerned. Okay. Now, we also have some other transits going on that are positive. Okay. Just I had to give you the bad news. I always say when people say, well, I've got bad news and I've got good news. I say, give me the bad news first and then I can get through it. And then I'll get through the good news to pick me up. So here's our good news starting off our week. Today, our moon is trine Mars. What does that mean? There is an abundance of psychic power today. You are going to be channeling. You're going to be feeling the spirit. You may not realize it, but I want you to really start listening to the inner voice because that's kicking off our week. So this is a week where you're going to have a chance to really start to get in tune with that psychic energy. Okay? Look within. If you look to the outer world, at least today, it's going to be crazy. So you have to go within. All right? Moon trine Mars, wonderful alignment. We also have Mercury trine Uranus. What does that mean? That means sudden and inspired speaking, breakthroughs in communications, So you might be trying to, it can also indicate breakthroughs in learning. Maybe you're trying to learn a skill and you're just like, I can't get this mathematic problem down. Mercury trine Uranus says today, revisit wherever you're stuck and you might just get a breakthrough. Okay. That can be communications blocks as well as in learning. So it means breaking through those blocks. Mercury trine Uranus means sudden insight, radical breakthroughs. Mercury trine Uranus means you may just get the words that you need to change a situation. Maybe you've been in a business negotiation. You just can't get the people to kind of come to the table with you. Like, let's say you're trying to buy a house or rent an apartment, and you just can't come to an agreement on the price or you can't get things going. Mercury trine Uranus says, give it one more go because you're probably going to get them to see your point of view and work with you. So that's positive, okay? And then we also have Mars sextile Neptune. Woo! All right, we said moon trine Mars is great. Well, this is even more better. It's even better. Mars sextile Neptune means Shakti power, firepower in the psychism. It means channeling power to just flow with the spirit and become enlivened, emboldened, inspired, and be a vessel for the spirit to channel. Okay. So I just think that, this is wonderful. So I know we have some challenges starting off our week with those solar aspects, but these other ones also balance it out. So like I always say, look at the whole zodiac picture, because sometimes the good outweighs the bad. You might start off saying, oh, these negative aspects, but as you go through the wheel, you say, oh, it might be all right. There's some balance here. So don't be panicked. As I said, I'm not a fatalist. I believe we're not trapped by these star systems. They do pose some challenges sometimes, but forewarned is forearmed. You know that saying? So that means once you know what you're up against, you can be ready for it. All right. So hold on to that understanding. All right. All right. So what do we got going on? Well, we're going to spin around our big wheel, and I'm going to give all 12 zodiac signs horoscopes. I want you to listen up, because if you don't know your horoscope sign, I'm going to give you the birth dates after the sign. Okay. Now, if you're one of these people and you say, well, Bob, the other astrologer, I get this every week, the other astrologer said that I was a Pisces because my birthday is March 21st. But you're saying I'm an Aries because my birthday is March 21st. What am I? Well, you're on the cusp. It just depends on what year. Sometimes the signs flip back and forth by a day or two. So just listen to both horoscopes and see which one resonates with you. Don't let it be a stressor, okay? Let it be a blessing. All right, so that being said, let's spin around our big zodiac wheel. You ever see that TV show Wheel of Fortune? I think I'm going to build a big Wheel of Fortune in my house. Instead of numbers and money, it's going to have zodiac signs. We'll just spin the big wheel. That would be really cool. All right. Wheel of the Zodiac, I'll call it. All right. So Aries. Hello, Aries. Love my Aries people out there. March 21st through April 19th. That's your birthday. So I'm going to say the sign, give the birthday. Aries, March 21st through April 19th. All right, right now, Aries, you are rocking the power of Jupiter. You've got the Jupiter and the moon both in your fourth house. This is telling me that psychic power is your key to success right now. Tune in, let that inner inspiration come. If you're in Aries and you've been hitting some walls in business and in finance, this week you break through. But the secret is knowing that the power comes from within. It's okay to ask other people's advice. But at the end of the day, Aries, your success comes from listening within. And if you do that, you rock it this week. Dream big, Aries. Plan your goals, financial particularly. All right. But again, it's not about the outer world. Don't say, well, I don't know, the economy doesn't look good, I'm not going to start my business. If your inner voice is saying, go ahead and start the business, no matter what the economists say, then do it. And you will be amazing and you will succeed. When other people say, gee, how'd they do it in this economy? Well, you can do it because you're an Aries and the alignment of the planets are giving you breakthrough power. So this week, Aries, it's all about how do you feel? Not what everybody else says, but how do you feel, particularly in business, particularly in finance. You're Aries, you're looking for that new job, you're looking to start a business, you're looking to get a loan to buy a car, buy a house, anything money-wise. That's where you put your focus. But again, do it through your channeling process. And if you don't know a darn thing about what I'm talking about, you say, what is channeling? I don't know what the hell he's talking about. You need to come to Saturday's Psychic Development class, and you'll learn all about channeling. All right. God bless you, Aries. Thank you so much for being here. All right. Next sign on our wheel is Taurus, April 20th through May 20th. All right. Right now, Taurus, you've got Uranus in your fifth house, which is causing you to want to break out of patterns and traditions. This week, Taurus, it is for you. It's about changing the game up. Taurus, you will find your greatest inspiration, your greatest success comes from breaking your pattern. So if you have a way you always do something, you always approach something, this week, Taurus, I'm going to challenge you and say, break out of the mold, break the pattern, dare to do something different. And you might be amazed at where that takes you, how it opens up opportunity, and connects you to aspects of yourself and connects you to others in a way you would have never believed. All right. So that's what you got to focus on. You got to be all about the power and flowing with the power. Okay. So break out of your molds, break your traditions, pull in that power of the planet Uranus and go for change, go for the gold. You can be as radical as you want to be, Taurus, and you will be led to success through your radical behaviors. All right. So there you go. Break the pattern, start a new life, Taurus. That is your focus for this week. All right. Next sign on our wheel is Gemini. And Gemini is May 21st through June 20th. The 21st of May through the 20th of June. All right. Right now, Gemini, your sign has got a lot of energy in the 6th and 7th houses. What that means is right now you need to focus on balancing your life. You need to focus on your health. If you're a Gemini, chances are right now you've been feeling a little ragged. You've been feeling like I'm going. You need to slow down this week, Gemini. You need to come back into balance. It's all about balance for Geminis here. All right. And it's also about honoring your health. What is your health? When was the last time you actually did an exercise regimen? Maybe you want to start studying yoga to balance your body, mind, and spirit. All right. Maybe you want to go have an annual checkup and get that energy aligned. Taurus, focus on honoring the body, honoring the self, and finding that balance between work and life. That life-work balance is critical for your success now. And if you focus on that this week, you get the energies flowing in a way that moves you forward in a healthy way and in a successful way. All right. So life-work balance, focus on health, focus on honoring the self. You're going to rock it. There's your horoscope, Gemini. Yay. Next sign on our wheel is Cancer, June 21st through July 22nd. All right, Cancer, right now your sign is moving through the 7th and the 8th houses of our zodiac, and this speaks to self-transformation. Right now, Cancer, you're going to be feeling like you're ready for change. Similar to the Tauruses, you need to break the patterns. But this one, Cancer, is a little more subtle than the Tauruses. This says, how can I change my heart? How can I change the way I perceive things? How can I change how I feel? How can I love myself more and have more to give to others? All right. If you're a Cancer and you've been thinking, I've been very self-centered and I haven't given enough to others, then make that a goal. Make sure to give the kind words. Step outside of yourself and love others. Now, I'm not saying all Cancers are selfish. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is this is a time to be the best you that you can be. So look at where you are and say, what can I do better? How can I love more? How can I be kinder? How can I be a better person? And if you focus on that this week, Cancer, you're going to find how easily change comes to you. So make it about change, new beginnings, self-transformation, and you're going to rock it. So there you go, Cancer. You got your homework cut out for you. I always say anybody who comes to Spirit Channel gets a homework assignment. So all y'all got some work to do. All right. Now, next sign on our wheel is Leo. And Leo is July 23rd through August 22nd. Oh, yes. Now, Leo, you've got the planet of the sun in your sign right now and Venus in your sign, both in the 8th house. Whew! What does that mean? Romance is heating up for you. Okay? So, Leo, right now, is about love. Love that is transformative, not just like, oh, I love my next door neighbor. This is about opening your heart to a love that changes your whole world. That could be love of God, love of spirit, or a love of a romantic partner. Somebody is entering your life that brings love to you, and it changes your views radically about yourself in relation to life and love. So this is all about honoring who you are, honoring and loving another, and experiencing that joy that is transformative. So Leo, is all about the love this week. Now, it's not a shallow love, okay? It's not like I love money. No, it's a deep love. It's an everlasting love. Okay. It doesn't just have to be romantic. It could be love of God. Do you ever have those moments where you feel connected to the whole cosmos and you feel like, I just love the whole universe? Those moments, we get those sometimes, don't we? At least I do. I think most people do. Well, that could be the love too. So let yourself be open to that transformative love that gives you the higher vision for what life can be and should be. And that's what you got to focus on, Leo. All right. Let love change your view of yourself and of the world you live in. Blessed be, Leo. All right. Whoo. All right. Next sign on our wheel is Virgo, August 23rd through September 22nd. All right. Right now, Virgo, you've got Mercury placed in the alignments in the 9th house. This means that you really want to focus on legal matters right now. Have discussions about what's outstanding. Maybe even want to form a company, get those LLC papers going. All right. Maybe you want to do a will and you think, you know what? I want to make sure my kids get what I want them to have. Set up your estate, set up your will. Maybe it's time to do, financial planning for retirement or investment advice. Okay. This right now, Virgo, is what it's got to be about. Focus on legal matters. Have discussions with your significant other or with family members that may be affected. To your attorneys, talk to your bank advisors, and get yourself in a good legal position so things are strong around you. That's where your power is, Virgo. That's where Virgo's power is. So, Virgo, you're going to rock it, but focus on discussion of legal matters and making things go from there. All right. Get your house in order. Do it now. All right. All right. Next sign on our wheel is Libra. I love my Libras. Air sign, September 23rd through October 22nd. Whew. Libra, for you, it's all about career advancement. This is the week to get that job, to get that promotion. This is the week to get things going on your business side. Your sign right now is in the 10th house, giving you a lot of power to embrace your Libra side to make things happen, particularly in business and in career. So this week, Libra, really sit down, think about what your goals are. What are your career goals, Libra? And then start it. Don't wait till 3 or 4 months. Start it this week because, I say when the power is there, take it and run with it, okay? So you Libras, don't sit around and say, well, I'm going to just have a little tea this afternoon with my friends. No, you need to sit down, look at your plans for your business, your job, your career, then go have tea. All right, so get on it, step to it, and make it happen. And you will be the one to move ahead, Libra. All right? Whew. Libra got promotions all around coming. All right. And more money too. More money too. All right. There you go. All right. Next sign on our wheel is Scorpio. And that's October 23rd through November 21st. Oh, this is so interesting, Scorpio. You've got the South Node in your 11th house right now, which tells me that people from the past are returning. If you're a Scorpio and you've been wondering about somebody, so whatever happened to that person? I haven't seen them in 5 or 10 years. Well, they might just reach out to you this week. Or maybe you'll tumble in to Facebook and discover them on YouTube. This is about Scorpio looking at the past of people that were part of their journey, people that influence you. This doesn't have to be scary people, like people from the past you couldn't stand coming, but it's nothing negative in this. It's actually very kind of positive for Scorpios, but it gives the energy here of pause and reflection. So think about, Scorpio, the people who have influenced you in your life, who maybe you haven't seen, because this alignment kind of pushes that people from the past may reappear, and it will be a blessing to you. So prepare for that now, Scorpios, by thinking about who influenced you. And maybe you could reach out to them, because this gives power for positive connections with those people. Maybe there's somebody in your past, Scorpio, who you had a falling out with years ago. You think, I never did resolve that. This actually could be a healing time, because Scorpio, with this alignment, you definitely have power to influence that situation from a new place. So be open to connecting to the past, dwell on it, Let people arrive. Don't be surprised if you get a letter, Scorpio, from somebody said, hey, we went to high school together, and gosh, I was thinking about you. You're like, wow, that is so cool. So that's what it's about this week, Scorpio, exploring your past connections and seeing where they take you going forward. Blessings to you, Scorpio. All right, there's our Scorpios. Woo, Scorpio power. All right, Sagittarius is the next sign on our wheel. That's November 22nd through December 21st. Okay, Sagittarius, what do we got going on for you? Well, we're starting off the week, Sag, with you as the ascendant today. Sagittarius is the ascendant sign for today, and that kicks off our week. Part of your alignments are falling in the 12th house of your sign, and part is in the first house. And really what this talks about is letting go of the past for a new beginning. The 12th house deals with our conclusions, our endings. So Sag, you may be feeling this week a little, what's the word, melancholy, reflecting of things that happened and that are no longer happening. But this is a sign to let go of that past and embrace the new day, the new dawning. As the ascendant, you are rising. Your star is rising, you know. Right now we're in the sign of Leo, and Leos are the most powerful sign of the month because we're in their power. But I would say today, Sagittarius, at least for this next week, you're also equally powerful as the Leos because you're the ascendant, the rising sign. So claim your rising power, all right? Let go of the past. You can grieve it, reflect it, embellish it, relish it, but also let it go and be prepared to set your goals on moving forward, and you will move forward. So there you go, Sagittarius. You got your work cut out for you this week. All right. Yay. Next on our wheel is Capricorn, December 22nd through January 19th. Here's our Capricorns. Baroness Colabobs, you're a Capricorn. Woo! Yay. All right, Capricorn, this is a good week for Capricorns. And I'm not saying this just because Cola's my girlfriend. No, Capricorn's good. Right now, Capricorn, your sign is falling between the first house and the second house. You've got Pluto aligning in your second house. You want to be open to business partnerships. There's opportunities for you to move forward right now, but you've got to be open to alignment with others. This is not a week for Capricorn just to sit idly by. No, Capricorn. Go out. Form partnerships, form alliances, get people on your side, and then you can make things happen. Don't try to go it alone because there are people around you, Capricorn, right now that know more, that have more experience, more power, and more influence, and they will work with you to get you where you need to be. But you got to be humble enough to ask for their help, step out in faith, step out in the power of the knowledge of the stars, and know that these alignments you make will open doors to get you moving forward. And that's what Capricorn got to focus on. Alignments, partnerships, new opportunities for business, new opportunities for finance, new opportunities to get things in the direction you want them to go. Capricorn, you're going to rock it. And, as they say, help is on the way from the stars. There you go. All right. Yay. Next sign I will is my favorite sign, Aquarius. Woo! Aquarius power. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Age of Aquarius. Aquarius. I can't sing. Oh my God. All right. I go a little crazy on Mondays. It's the Earl Grey. I'm going to blame Lady Jane of the Earl Grey tea tribe because she's the one, and Baroness both together keep saying drink Earl Grey tea. So what can I say? All right, Aquarius. Aquarius is January 20th through February 18th. All right, what we got going on, Aquariuses? All right. Yes. Aquarius, right now, the planet of Saturn is it's in your second house. And this is encouraging you to slow down with your spending habits. Aquarius, you might be feeling like you just want to go hog wild and blow cash. Don't. Saturn's coming in to rein that in a little bit. Aquarius, this week you want to focus on what are your longer term financial goals. So control the urge to spend, focus on financial goals, start to get your finances planned for the future, and then you're going to be successful. So Aquarius, I always say Aquarians, they just flow with the times. So this week, don't just flow with your emotion, Aquarius. Slow down your spending, get a rein in on it, and work on the goals. Some of you Aquarians out there have written to me and asked me questions about buying properties. Well, it's a good time for Aquarius to seriously make that happen. You're thinking, gee, I'd like to buy a house in the next year. Make sure to have the housing fund set up. Make sure to talk to financial advisors so you can get the most out of your money. You got to take concrete steps to make the money flow work for you, Aquarius. And if you do that, you're going to rock it. All right? So there you go, Aquarius. That's your homework. Blessings to you. All right. Next on our wheel is Pisces. Who was it? Denise D, who said she was a Pisces? All right. Amanda S just said, my daughter is an Aquarius. I love that song. I won't sing it again because I think I strained my voice, but it's a fun song. And Baroness is like, oh, please don't sing again. She doesn't want me to sing. All right. There's Amsterdam. So, hey, Amsterdam. So yay, I am. Are you an Aquarius or a Pisces? I think you're, well, anyway, I hope you're a Pisces because that's what we're going to talk about. There's Amanda S is a Pisces also. All right. Denise D says, I'm back. My love called me. Oh, isn't that nice? Well, Denise, you're just in time. We're talking about Pisces. February 19th through March 20th is the date of Pisces. All right. Now, Pisces, this is an intriguing week. Drama, scandal, and intrigue are all around you because you've got Neptune in the third house for you this week. And that means you're going to start to uncover hidden truths about people that you know. But even though you find out the down and dirty scoop on people, Pisces, because you're very psychic, you'll uncover it. Keep silent. Zip the lip. Don't be telling tales. Not that you would, but that's what you want to do. This week is a very psychic week for Pisces. It's not all bad. You might uncover something really good. You might have a vision that your sister's engaged to be married. She hasn't told anybody. You have a dream and you go to your sister and say, are you engaged to be married? Your sister says, oh my God, how'd you know? I was going to tell you tomorrow. All right. So you're going to start knowing stuff, Pisces. You're going to be in the flow of the know. Okay. And if you're a Pisces and you're in the flow of the know, keep your lips zipped and watch how your predictions and prophecies are going to come to pass. Some of you Pisces are going to find out scandalous things. You're going to find out that Uncle Joe robbed the local church fund when he was treasurer. Well, let's hope not, but you might. So just stay silent, observe, keep in the know, keep in the flow, and watch how your power is there. All right, so you got Neptune, which is, interestingly, your ruling planet is in your sign right now. It is giving you superpower. So be open to the mysteries around you. There, Baroness just said it. She said, I find out the hidden truths about everyone. That's why I'm a psychic spy and I'm a Capricorn. But hey, we are half fish. That's true. Actually, right. The Capricorn sign is sometimes shown as half fish, half goat, the sea goat. And she says, loose lips sink ships, Pisces. All right, that's a perfect thing. All right, so Pisces, you're going to be in the know and in the flow. But remember, loose lips sink ships. So don't talk about it. You just observe. You got the inner insight, okay? For some of you Pisces, this will apply in the work area as well as the private family area. So you might be at work and suddenly know about what's really going on. But don't run your mouth. Keep your lips zipped. Loose lips sink ships. All right. So there you go, Pisces. That's your homework for this week. Oh my gosh, guys. Can you believe it? We spun all around our big zodiac wheel. Wasn't that fun? Gosh, it's so fun to have you guys here. I just love astrology. And, people always say to me, well, PsychicBob, if Monday's your day off, then why don't you just stay off YouTube and chill? But what people don't understand is that, one, I love all of you. I love my tubies. You are my friends. You're like family to me. And where else would I be on my day off than hanging with the people I love? really, you know. And for me, putting together astrology is how I relax. I have so much fun just relaxing on a Monday with a cup of tea, my feet up, studying the charts, looking at the alignments. It's how I relax. So I thought, what a better way to have my Monday than to do one of my hobbies and to share it with my family and friends. So that's why I'm here on Monday. I know some of you say, Bob, you got to have a day off. But I really do. I have had a day off. I don't answer the phone on Monday. If you call my office, leave a message. Okay, you're welcome to call me. I'm just not going to answer the phones till tomorrow because I get so many calls. You can send me an email today. I might glance at it, but I'm not going to answer it. But on Tuesday, I get back to work. By the way, speaking of Tuesday, you want to be here tomorrow, 12 o'clock noon. We're going to do a live stream event, live stream messages from the spirit world. So don't miss that, okay? We want you to be here. And on Wednesday, we're going to talk about Wiccan Wednesday, about Krishna, the mystical blue god of India. All right. So while we're here, I didn't know if you guys have any... Amanda S. says, yep, I keep my mouth shut no matter what. I keep out of everything, zip the lip, and no drama. LOL. Oh my gosh, I love it. Yeah, Baroness says, you share Mondays with your girl, and it's beautiful, babes. Yeah, it is. Monday's colonized day. We try to just spend time. We talk all day. We go to lunch together. We share our thoughts about everything, you know. Amy Radcliffe says, Bob, does it mean anything when a person dies during a certain sign or no? You are our friend too. God bless you, Amy. You know, Amy, I think everything's a sign because it can affect it. Mostly when we talk about the end, though, we look at somebody's chart, their 12th house, really for the insight. So when somebody dies, I always look at the 12th house, and sometimes that will reveal kind of what led to their death or energies around them that may come out after their death or their death may inspire. So I think, you know, what affects us, you know, like because we're souls on a journey, I think, you know, we do plan our time when to go home. So some of us will align our deaths with certain astrological alignments, you know. It's interesting. They say statistically that a lot of people die within just a few weeks either side of their birthday. So most people actually die pretty close to their astrology sign or one sign away. My mother was a Sagittarius here on Earth, and she died in the sign of Scorpio, which was just a few weeks before it turned over, before the signs turned over to Sagittarius. And it seems to be consistent. Most people die pretty close to their astrology sign. So that might be of interest for you to know about. Okay. Good question. All right. Thank you, Robin. Robin Boston says, I'm glad you're doing astrology. I love hearing about it. Thank you so much. I love astrology. Yeah. Denise is singing some music called The Age of Pisces. This is the dawning of the age of Pisces. Actually, I can't sing that because we're flowing out of the Piscean age into Aquarium, but that's all right. We had a good 2,000 years in Pisces. All right, there's Baroness Cold Bobs has a question. Question, babes. Scorpio reading, go back to past. Sagittarius reading, don't go back to the past. What if you're a Scorpio sun? Sagittarius moon, Bobs. They're screwed or what to do. Well, you know, with that, I'd say do both. Well, actually, in terms of Sagittarius, you know, it says let go of the past, not don't go back to it. It says go back to it briefly and let it go. So both really, Scorpio is going to go back to the past, okay, and draw power from it, whereas the Sagittarius will go back to it and see it for what it is and release it. So they're both really a form of release, you know, letting the past be healed in some ways. All right, so now they're not screwed, but that is an interesting question, though. All right. Lady Jane, don't be starting up. She says, we get confusion, Cola. That's what we get. Oh my gosh. Don't let that confuse you. You know, when in doubt, go with the sun sign because that is the predominant power of the cosmos. Not that the moon's not important, but if you're stuck in a quandary, the sun sign will point the way more. All right. All right. So there we go. All right, here's Amsterdam. So, question, please. What is the difference between a node and a house? A node is a placement on a chart where the north is, or like the North Star is oriented. A house is a set place. Like these houses, like each segment that the sign is a house as well. Okay, so that first house starts on the eastern horizon of the zodiac, and then you go around the chart. So a node is just a simple point where they place it like a star placement, north node, south node, but the houses are consistent around the wheel. I hope that makes sense. North node tends to deal with issues connected to motivations and future goals. South node tends to deal with past life karmic issues and connections from the past that you're working on. So north node gives you future projection. Now south node gives you past projections. Okay. I hope that helps. All right. Anybody else have any astrology questions here? Looks like some intense chat going on. By the way, I hope you guys took notes. I forget to tell you, take notes of this, okay? Because it's so important. There's Amy Radcliffe. Amy says, I have Sagittarius and Leo as north and south node. All right. So Sagittarius as a north node would say that you came in to accomplish goals. That what drew you in was the firepower to make things happen. Leo as your south node would say that in the past, you were inspired as a person, maybe a gifted orator or communicator in your past life. And that on some level, you're bringing over issues connected to that communication. Not always bad, it could be good, but it's interesting that you have Sagittarius, another fire sign in the north node, meaning you're drawn by goal accomplishment. Maybe in your last life, as a Leo, when Leo in the south node also meant that you didn't get your message out as much as you wanted to. And that's one of the things that drove you to reincarnate. So very interesting. Mm-hmm. Rising Storm. Hey, Rising Storm Tarot. She's here. She says, I'm getting to know Rose. I love your book. Thank you, Rising Storm. Blessings. I'm so glad you bought my book. I do have a book out. I never advertise it because I've had some problems with my website. But I have a book. You can go look on Amazon. I have a book called Messages from Rose. That's one of my books. I have a number of books out. Messages from Rose. There's another one called When Worlds Unite. It's a channel book about messages from the spirit guides. I've also got Psychic Bob's book of Wiccan Wisdom, which is a book. I have a number of books. Look on Amazon. Okay. Baroness Kolbob says, I am a Leo rising. Yes, Leo rising means that's the sign that was on the horizon at the time of your birth. That's a fire sign. And the rising sign is how the world perceives us. So Baroness Kolbob, people see you as a great orator, a communicator, somebody who shares their thoughts, kind of a glamorous person, larger than life. I love Leo energy. That's wonderful. All right. Somebody's going to check out a TV show. I don't think any of the shows I was on are still on right now. You might see me on Larry the Cable Guy TV show. If you look that up over at the History Channel website, I was on one of the episodes called Larry After Dark, and you can find me over there if you search for me. But I was in that TV show for that episode. But it's not. I don't think it's playing on TV at the moment. There's sometimes people call me and tell me old TV shows I was on are playing. Yeah. All right. Damien Devine says, I experienced an argumentative energy just before the video started. So the intense energies were definitely about today. Damien, I'm so sorry you're going through that. You know, I'm really shocked at how intense the alignments are today because Sun square Mars just makes people go crazy. Sun opposition to Saturn, people are stubborn, won't budge. You know, things just get blocked up. Sun square Uranus, people act irrational and erratic. So, Damien, take it to heart that it's not you, it's the alignments that are making people go crazy on you, okay? But I'm glad you came here anyways, even though you've been in a bad mood. A lot of us have had challenges today. So hang in there, okay? You're going to get through, you know. Amsterdam, so you were on the, yeah, I was on Larry the Cable Guy TV show a few years ago. Yeah, I've been on a number of TV shows. I've been on Sci-Fi Network. I was interviewed on NBC. I've been on, I'm trying to remember all the channels I've been on Coast to Coast AM with George Norrie. I've been on a lot of national programs. I'm all kind of all over the world. Yeah. There's Melinda Torna. Hey, Melinda, good to see you. Psychic Bob, do they still have astrology in heaven? Many blessings to you always. You know what? I think they do, and I'll tell you why. Because the people in heaven are very interested in what goes on the earth. They always look in on us. And, you know, over there, if you enjoyed something on the earth, you get to really explore. They have entire temples of knowledge there where you can explore your hobbies ad infinitum. So, like if you loved astrology on earth, you can take it to next level in the spirit world. You know, over there, you know, they can expand their astrology probably to encompass other galaxies. You know, in the spirit world, you're not limited. On earth, we're kind of limited because we have limited view. But there, astrology can be looked at from a larger cosmic scale. So yes, I'm sure, and I do know they have it over there, you know. But it's probably a little different. Amanda S says, oh my God, my mom. Yeah, I was on Coast to Coast a few months ago. Just go there at the website and type in Bob Hickman or Psychic Bob. It'll come up. You can listen to the show. It's over there. George Norrie and I are good buddies. He really likes me. Yeah, Rob, you know, a lot of people don't know it, but yeah, I'm actually been high up in the media world. I was on Sci-Fi Network in a series development. You know, I just don't have a lot of this on my website because of some tech issues, but yeah, I've done a number of TV shows. I was interviewed by the London Daily Star. They did an interview with me last year about George Michael, you know, because I channeled him and they interviewed me about that. I can't remember all the different media people. I get media calls all the time. So I've been on different newspapers, magazines. I was interviewed by local Alexandria newspaper a few years ago. I was on that. And yeah, I've been everywhere. Baroness Goldbuff says, I was on the radio once. I told the radio host F off on the air. Cola, don't do that. There go the Nielsen ratings. Melinda says, I will buy. Hey, Mystical Traveler says, I will buy some of your books. Mystical Traveler, let me just warn you, and I want everybody here to know this. When you go over there, if you just type in Bob Hickman, there is another Bob Hickman who is literally a mentally ill psychopath. Now, that's not me just calling him a name. He literally is a psychopath. And he tried to take all of my books and put them into his shop as his books and claim them. So there's another Psychic Bob over there, and this publishes his books under Bob Hickman. I only have about 3 or 4 books, I think, on Amazon. If you see books over there that say, Jesus entered my body and I bled to death, all right, that is not me. If you see really weird stuff about God stole my dreams, or, that is not my books. Dreams of Ministry or Ministry of Dreams, that is not my book. My books are Messages from Rose. What's the other one? Gosh, it's been so many years. I wrote them ago. Messages from Rose, When Worlds Unite, Psychic Bob's Book of Wiccan Wisdom, Psychic Bob's Book of Spells. I have a magic book. I think those are the main ones on Amazon. So if you look over there, if you see weird books and you start looking, like, this is really freaky, scary stuff, that is not my book. Okay. But a lot of people, I've been having problems with Amazon over the last few years. This guy who's literally, he's like, should be mentally institutionalized. He's been going around telling people that God entered his body, and he's telling people that God is going to kill me because I've stolen his ministry. And he's literally dangerous. He should be literally locked up. When Worlds Unite. Yes, Evelyn, that's one of my books. Okay. Hi, Felice Gaki. Oh, thank you for your donation, hon. I'm not doing psychic readings today. It's my day off. I'm only answering astrology. On Mondays, I don't do psychic readings. I keep my channel closed because it's my day to rest. So I hope you'll forgive me. But I will be doing readings tomorrow on Tuesday, 12 o'clock noon. So if you want to bring your question, then I will answer it, okay? I'm so sorry, Felice. Cola, will you make a note for me to give a message tomorrow to Felice Gaki? Thank you for your donation. I'm just going to have to pass today because it's my day standing. But thank you for the support. Well, golly gee, guys, I can't believe we're at our hour. Where does the time go, huh? Well, listen, I'm going to wrap it up here. And Melinda Torney says, well, I think you should have your own TV show. Melinda, I almost had my own TV show. I was meeting with Hollywood producers a few years ago. And unfortunately, there was some political stuff that happened that got me canceled. Nothing that I did, just outside third-party interference is all I'll say. And it sabotaged me, literally a multi-million-dollar contract. And I think I've been blacklisted from Hollywood. But that's a whole nother story. We'll do a day of Psychic Bob questions one day. I'll answer all those type of questions. But I may yet get a television show. I've been talking about it, and I'm exploring possibilities of a radio show as well. So we'll see, But anyways, I love to be here with my tubies. That's where I love to be most of all, Oh, thank you so much, Lady Jane. Lady Jane of the Earl Grey Tea Tribe said, Bob explained it all in my mini astrology and what lessons I'm learning through it. Yeah, I do. If you're interested in an astrology chart, you can go to my website and buy a compact voice reading. Over there, you'll see readings. And there's one called Compact Voice Reading. I don't have the astrology reading up, but they're the same price. So if you buy a compact voice reading, just send me a note saying I want it for astrology, and then I'll do your chart for you. Now, I do have a little backlog because I've got a lot of work going on. It may take a week or two to get it to you, but I can do your astrology chart. Now, I do it as a compact voice reading, which means is I'll pull up your chart, and then I'm going to do an audio file where I walk through your chart and explain it to you. And then I send you those files. It usually takes like 2 files because it's a lot of stuff. But I'll send you an email with audio files, and then and I'll also email you a copy of your chart or text it to you. And then you can see your chart and also hear my actual personal reading of your chart. I don't think there's any other astrologers doing that. I think that's unique to me. So I'm giving you a unique type of reading. It's called a compact astrology voice reading. Okay, so yes, if you're interested in that, let me know. You can go to my website. It's $80 for that. but I think you'll get a lot out of it. Okay, so I'd love to have you visit me and do a chart for you. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap it up. Make sure to visit my website, get an astrology chart over there through the compact voice reading, or buy or both. Buy a class for Saturday to learn about how to talk to angels. I would love to see you guys. Make sure to be here tomorrow, 12 o'clock noon, for live messages from the spirit world. Thank you so much, Mystical Traveler. Mystical Traveler says, oops, I just lost it. Was it? Bob's readings are great. God bless you. And Amanda S. says, I also recommend a personal session, 100%. I'd love to read for anybody. I do private hour-long readings as well. So there's like a few types of readings. I do private hour readings. I do compact voice readings. And I also do astrology readings. So, just contact me over at Psychic Bob. Cola just put it in the chat, psychicbob.com. Oh, Cola, that's the wrong email address. Oh, there it is. No, I see what you're saying. That's not an email. It's not readings at PsychicBob. Just go to PsychicBob.com, and that's where you buy the readings. Thank you, Evelyn. Evelyn's been with me a long time. She said you give the best reads. Thank you, Ev. Good to see you here. All right, guys, listen. PsychicBob's going to go and Netflix and chill. I love you all. Be back here tomorrow, 12 o'clock noon. Don't miss it. We're going to open the door and see what the spirit people have. But I'm so glad you got your horoscopes. And if you missed it, go back and listen to it. There's a lot in this. At the beginning, we talk about the major transits of the week. It'll make sense to you, everything that's going on. All right, guys, we'll see you soon. Blessings to you.